In another promising development in the quest to end the pandemic, a COVID-19 vaccine developed by Oxford AstraZeneca has prevented a majority of people from getting the disease in a large trial. Let's do a three-point analysis to find out how actually a dosing error turned into a lucky punch for AstraZeneca and Oxford. 1. Dosing error turned lucky. Well, the British drug maker has said on Monday that the vaccine could be around 90% effective, and that is when it is administered as a half dose first, which is followed by a full dose, and that is a month later, citing data from the late stage trials in Britain and Brazil. Now, the reason we had a half dose is serendipity. That's what Mene Pangalos has said, who's the head of AstraZeneca's non-oncology research and development. A larger group who had received the 2 full doses as planned actually resulted in overall efficacy of 70%. 2. Smaller doses have raised questions. Well, results from the crucial study have actually drawn harsh review from some analysts. The puzzling part about Astra's results was that a bigger dose was actually less efficacious. Now, if you see, the vaccine was only 62% effective in a group that actually got full doses spaced about a month apart. Now, but among about say 2,700 people who got a half dose and that was followed by a full dose, the number actually rose to 90%. Astra and Oxford have actually said that they will talk to US FDA this week about setting up a separate arm of the trial to test the more effective lower dose regimen as well, and conceded that this could affect the speed of the approval in the region. However, questions about the most effective dose of the vaccine, its safety record, and also the partners' approach to testing it have actually cast doubts on whether the US FDA will actually clear it as easily. Now, Jesse Goodman, who's a former head of the FDA's vaccines office, told global news agencies that what's not clear yet is that this effect a chance observation, or does it really reflect something that the higher dose may adversely affect the immune response? Now, we need more details on that to begin to really understand the whole process, he said. 3. How does the Astra vaccine stack up against Pfizer and Moderna? Well, despite the apparently lower efficacy than the shots from Pfizer and Moderna, which actually prevented about 95% of the cases, the British vaccine does have some advantages. Now, the Astra-Oxford shot only needs to be kept at a fridge temperature, unlike the other two, which must be kept frozen for a long-term use. Now, that makes Astra's vaccine much more important for the developing world. It also comes at a much lower cost. Now, Astra has said that it will sell the vaccine at cost during the pandemic, that is at a price tag of anywhere between $4 to $5, and that's depending on the local charges as well. Now, Serum Institute of India CEO Adar Poonawalla has indicated already a price of about 500 rupees. Now, the US agreed earlier this year to pay Pfizer $1.95 billion for 100 million doses, the equivalent for a $39 for a 2-shot immunization. Moderna has said that it is charging anywhere between $32 to $37 a dose for the smaller deals and less for the bigger purchases. Now, as for availability, it actually all depends on whether the full trial results support the optimism from the early findings, and also can the developers also satisfy the regulators across the world.